Hey everybody, Nick MULPAGANO here, handyboy.com, coming to you from the beautiful and wondrous Mask Pit. Yeah, where everything happens. I'm going to give just a little tutorial here about the evolution of the Michael Myers mask. And, I'm going to try to keep this short and condensed because I know people don't like to spend a lot of time looking at videos online. So now the new movie that's coming out in October has spurned a lot of interest, and there's a lot of new fans coming on board. And the movie isn't even out yet, but judging by the my emails and messages on Facebook, there's a lot of new fans coming out here, and new to the hobby. Okay, they don't know the difference of what's going on with them, why the masks look different, and so I'm doing this for not only the newcomers but for you. Seasoned collectors out there who might just want to get a look at the masks if you haven't seen any of my work yet. So where's my pointer? Oh, here it is. And enough of me, and so let's get on the way with some of our masks. All right, now first of all, let's go to the first movie from 1978, Halloween 1. This is the Dead Ringer mask. This was made using the Kirk Life Cast, and it was also altered just like they did the original one. You cannot use the original Kirk Life mask as it is and expect to have Michael Myers mask. It has to be altered. Now this has the general Nick Castle shape to it, a little bit elongated, and it has the hair misted black, a little bit of the paint missing from the neck and the inside of the mouth areas and a little bit under the nose here. This is the basic Halloween 1 look. All right, now let's go to Halloween 2, where basically it was Dick Warlock wearing the mask for the entire movie. Halloween 1, there were actually, I believe, 5 or 6 people besides Nick Castle wearing the mask. So this gives it a little different look in different scenes. But for Halloween 2, Dick Warlock, the man here, not only did he do his own stunts, but he, wore the mask for the entire movie. Now Dick's head was a little bit wider than Nick Castle's, which gave the mask a little different look, gave the eyes a slantier look, and of course stretched the features horizontally a little bit. And also by this time the mask was showing more wear and tear, so you had more flesh around the neck area, more flesh on the nose, the lips, and the inside area. And the black spray paint that they used had all but worn off, so you're getting a brown hair look. Also the weathering from just the wear and tear of the masks with the just the dirt that accumulated, and it happened to form these characteristic patterns here. Also was the needle mark, and they were afraid that this was going to fall out, so they put a bicycle patch on the inside to hold that section intact, and a little rim picked up from the just from the dirt accumulation. Let's see, what else can I tell you about this? Also, you'll notice it's a different color than this mask. Now, the legend has it that Deborah Hill had the mask stored under her bed in a shoebox for a couple years, and she was a smoker, thusly making the mask turn yellow. I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no, absolutely not.
It's called fake news.
Because first-handedly, I have done a lot of interior painting when I had my painting business and landscaping business, and I did notice that I painted a lot of people's houses on the inside that were heavy smokers. Smoke always rises and it accumulates around the ceiling and upper parts of the wall. It doesn't go under a bed in a shoebox. All right, so this is not where the yellowing came from. I also heard that Nick Castle had this for a while. He had it on top of his fireplace or on the mantle. This, I believe, would do some yellowing, not from the soot coming up, but from the heat that would come up from the fireplace would yellow the white spray paint that they used. On top of, it could be the paint that they used had a natural yellowing characteristic. So that's what I'm going to put my money on. Then we're going to come over here. Now, before you say anything, I know this is not the mask they're using in the 2018 movie. No. But this is more faithful to the way the actual hero mask is aging right now, because we have seen some pictures on michaelmyers.net. It shows the hero mask with the gaping eye, or the big enlarged eye holes due to aging, the gaping mouth right here, and the neck section here has all but fallen off. It is a separate piece. But making this mask here, the Dead Relic, I decided to leave that on and just have it a little more dramatic when it's worn, to have this dangling in the wind here, and put some extra holes in here, because the original mask, after it left Dick Warlock's possession, even Dick kept it in a can, and he kept it very pampered, very treated it with kid gloves, as they say, and then it went to another private collector, and he also took very, very good care of it. But the concept here was, if Michael Myers were a real psychopath killer, and don't we all wish that he was, and if he had actually worn the mask for 40 years, it may be a little bit worse for the wear and tear than the actual hero right now. So that's where I got this concept from. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial about the evolution of the masks here. And moving forward, so that the masks that I make don't become a Dead Relic in a few years, I have developed a new casting material, and I call this Permatex. Because unlike latex, which is basically the sap from a tree, I don't know if it's called a latex tree, but it's the sap from a tree. It's kind of like maple syrup. It's going to decompose and break down and rot after a certain amount of time, and that's what happens with latex masks. And they require a certain amount of maintenance to keep them out of the sunlight, away from fluorescent light. The oils from your skin breaks down the latex a little quicker, and they're not going to last forever. All right, but unlike that, Permatex has absolutely no vegetable substances. There's no latex in there. It's all from materials that have a very, very long shelf life, and so this will basically require no maintenance. And I'm guessing this is going to last for a long time, if not forever. So, if you'd like your mask made out of Permatex, message me. Don't message me through YouTube, because they don't have a good. It's not very efficient. I have some videos that have been up for over 5 years, and somebody might click on that and ask me a question on that. I don't get a notification, so I may happen to just look at that 2 or 3 years later and say, oh, this guy's been waiting for me to answer him for 2 or 3 years. So don't message me through Facebook or my website, handyboy.com, and there's a contact thing that you click on to get a hold of me. That goes right to my email. And it all happens right here in the beautiful mask pit. And I do have a lot of work to do today, so I got to cut out. I would get muscle cramps easily 4 to 6 times.